Greetings viewers, this is Monto Maverick coming at you with another video. Today we're going to continue the review for the Liger Zero Empire version by Kurabukiya. In this video I will discuss all of its individual parts for the Liger Zero Empire to get a little bit more detailed description of each and every part before the third and final video where I will assemble the kit and of course give my final thoughts for it. Now, without further ado, let's get straight to the parts. To start, let's talk about the body. Now, for those who've built the Liger Zero, the regular basic wide model, nothing really changes. The only big difference, of course, are the colors. Now, in case you cannot tell, but I actually did some customized painting on this kit. I decided to paint gold for all these, of course, gold pieces. And the gold that came in the kit was a little bit too dull for me, so I really want something that make it stand out a little bit more. Now, as for the red pieces, I decided to paint over with a metallic red shine to it, and as you can tell, a lot more glossy, much more shine. So I am very happy with the way how this looked. But yeah, this is I really do like the way how this turned out. Definitely took some time, but I'm again very thankful. Now, aside from the colors, though, there's a lot of details here, which I was a little bit hesitant to use panel lining, especially on this gold here, and only because I've done this before, where I first paint and then I try to do panel line before, and whenever I try to clean up, it kind of ruins the paint. Whether I was rubbing a Q-tip too hard or just trying to get rid of the panel lining out of the way. But it just did not work out, so I decided to just keep the details there. Now, granted, if I would not have painted this over, I definitely would have used some panel lining. However, there's some details in these areas here, but because I use black panel lining as I use in many of my kits, just because it stands out more. Because this piece is too dark, you can't really tell of the panel lining I use here, but it is what it is, I suppose. But that aside, though, even the brown that's used for the main body is really nice contrast. Actually, it works well with the gold. It kind of like it's almost like in a blend, I would say. It really it works together properly. The red, of course, makes the kit stand out a little bit, so I'm really thankful for that. I mentioned this in previous Liger Zero kits, whether I be talking about a basic model or the changeable armors, Jaeger, Schneider, and Panzer. But the directions give you the instructions will show you how to create the tail. Now, there's actually one extra joint that's missing from the instructions, so I just decided to add an extra joint on the tail, like so. So this is just like a tad inch shorter, what it's supposed to be, but I like it. So with that being said, let me show some articulation on the body itself. Then this is a neck piece, so it can go up and down and side to side, so that's very good. The cannon on the bottom of it can actually go up and down and a little bit left to right. The ion boosters, I believe, yep, they can go up like so. And there's a little gimmick here, so if I were to push these out, the entire booster comes out as well, and these will just, through the mechanism, would just spread out. So do the same thing on the other side, like so. Very nice touch. So with that, the body can move back and forth, like so. And it can also extend, like so. These stabilizers can actually go down on both sides. So, and of course the tail has some different points of articulation. And sometimes these can come off. So just be careful on that. But yeah, many different points there. Alright, so that's about it for the body. I neglect to actually show one more gimmick that the body has, or mainly just one extra thing that all Zoids kits have, and that's a Zoid core. In this case, if you had to go just move the neck part just a little bit, you can this piece here can actually come out, and there's a Zoid core right there. And just pop that back into place, and you can lower the neck down, but that actually holds there pretty nice and snugly. So just to test it out, yep, doesn't fall out, so very nice. Next, I'll discuss the front legs, and just like the previous kits I've done, nothing really is different from here. The same mold, same armor piece of mold for the basic white Liger, but other than that, it's just, of course, the color is different. Personally, I think I like the silver toes a lot more than the gold toes for the basic white Liger. I think just these just stand a little bit more, and I did use some paint lining on each toe and each little vigget here. So I think it actually stands out a little bit better than the gold pieces from that kit. Speaking of gold, I also decided to paint all these here. With the exception of these, I guess, pistons pieces here, and there's one underneath here on the side. That gold actually stood out pretty well by itself without me needing to paint over it, so I just kept it as is. But yeah, this is pretty solid. The like I mentioned during the body, the brown does work well with the gold, and the brown, of course, works well with the black. I wouldn't call them polycaps, but just caps, regular caps, I suppose, for these Zoid kits. But these black ones actually work well with the brown, and also works well with the gold as well. So it's pretty nice. So to show some articulation, it bends at the elbow like so, and all the way back. This piece does move a little bit. It probably will show a lot better once it's connected to the body. The feet here has 2 points of articulation. And the foot can actually go all the way back. It is on a ball joint, so the foot can actually rotate 360 degrees. And yeah, the toes cannot move, but that's quite fine. And that's it for the front legs. The back legs are obviously just like the front legs, of course. For the obvious difference is the way how it looks in shape. But still, though, the back legs are pretty nice. The only thing, just by looking at this from a visual standpoint, I think just this armor piece just sticks out just a little bit too much. Personally, but other than that, everything else is pretty solid. One thing I didn't notice is whenever I was putting this together, these pieces here, this is not one solid piece. It's actually 4 pieces here, and these 2 pieces kept on falling off. So I used a little bit of cement with super glue to just keep them on, because I have no reason to really, take that apart. But other than that, though, I really like the way how this looks, just because I'm just really happy that the metallic red makes this really stand out. The red, or I guess red pinkish somewhat color that came with the kit, it wasn't bad per se, but I want something that really stood out. So I really am thankful that the metallic red makes this kit stand out. But yeah, other than that, like I said, with the front legs and the body, all the colors really work well together. The black caps, the brown skeletal part, the gold, even the silver with the gold works well, and of course the metallic red. So for articulation, just like the front, this does move ever so slightly. There is a joint here that goes all the way back and to the front, and this piece came off, but very easy right there. So just wiggle that back in. There is a joint here. Go all the way down and all the way up. And just like the front feet, few points of articulation here. Like so. And see, that's what I mean. Cut falls off. But that's it for the hind legs. And of course, the last part is the head. And this, of course, the head is by far one of my favorite pieces. Not just in this kit, but basically in every Zoids kit, just because of the detail that comes with it. And the fact that, like I said, with other pieces, that the red makes this stand out. And I'm just really happy the way how this looks. Even this with the silver teeth and the green translucent eyes. Yeah, all the colors here really work well. So I'm really am thankful the way how this turned out. So with that, just quick articulation. This headpiece does get raised up. The sides here, I'm saying these are also stabilizers, but attached to the head. Do go side to side. Another piece of articulation there. This piece on the bottom, this armor piece can go back and forth like so. The mouth, that's as far as can go to open it. And it can close all the way. And of course, the headpiece can get raised up, and you see the pilot. And there's that port for the neck piece for the body. But yeah, there's the head. I just want to take this quick minute to share that this kit has a lot of doubles in it. What I mean by that is, and this is just, I would say, common in the model kit feel, so to speak, is that many kits, if they are a copy of another kit, or at least very similar, they have the exact same pieces that come with it. It tends to happen, especially if certain kits share a similar mold. Now, in this case, though, because there are two colors associated with this kit, gold and red, that actually is quite different compared to the white Liger Zero, whereas all the pieces were white for the most part. So in this case, they are two colors that needs to be associated with, again, red and gold. So with that being said, there were many extra pieces that came with this kit, some of which that could be interchanged to really show a different aspect of it. So, and I decided to put all of them in bags here. So in this case, the only red pieces that were doubles of will be the side stabilizers for the body, the gold part that's above the toes for the feet, and these little red parts would be on top of his shoulders for the arms. But other than that, everything else is not really needed. But as for the red, as for the gold, a lot of extra pieces came here from the shoulder armor pieces on all four legs, for the head, basically all the pieces there for the head, some parts for the back legs, but I don't think there's any arm pieces for the front part of the legs here. But other than that, there's a lot of extra pieces here, so I may just decide to take a quick minute in the next video when I put this all together to interchange the armor pieces just to see how it looks. Thank you all for watching. Just want to take, like I said, some several minutes to share with you each of his individual parts. As I actually did not do this for the basic white Liger Zero, just because I built that kit before I started this channel. So I'm kind of glad that I was able to get the Empire version, so I can actually give the kit some credit by going over each of its individual parts. So to give a much more detailed review for this entire kit. But as I mentioned before, the next video, of course, is the assembly and, of course, my final thoughts of this kit. So that being said, be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit down the notification bell for more video updates. There are social links down below. You would like to follow me there. There are 2 videos here. One is the most recent, which is the unboxing of this kit, and one that YouTube picked out. So with all that being said, again, thank you all for watching, and until next time, keep on building.